The alien species, coming from planets where life is relatively peaceful and dangers are few, enter the human sporting event with a sense of superiority. Their understanding of sports is that they are simple games designed for fun or mild physical exertion challenges of skill that don't carry much real-world consequence. They approach human sports like rugby, American football, and martial arts with the same mindset, believing their advanced evolutionary traits will make them superior to humans in these contests. The Tresics rely on their speed, the Vrox on their strength, and the Yelleth on their intellect, each convinced they will outperform the humans with ease. But as they step onto the field or into the ring, they are met with an entirely different reality. These games are anything but simple or casual. From the very beginning, it becomes clear that human sports are deeply rooted in survival. The games are fast, aggressive, and demand a combination of physical endurance, strategic thinking, and an ability to handle pain and pressure. What seems like chaos to the aliens is in fact a highly disciplined form of training, honed over millennia in a world where survival is never guaranteed. Every move the humans make is not just for winning a point, but for testing the limits of their bodies and minds. The aliens, used to controlled environments and predictable outcomes, are completely unprepared for the intensity of what they are about to experience. What they initially viewed as a cultural exchange or friendly competition quickly turns into a harsh lesson about what it means to come from a death world, where every aspect of life, even play, is a preparation for survival. The agile Tresics, with their slender, lithe forms and quick reflexes, step onto the rugby field with confidence. In their homeworld, speed and agility are prized above all else, and they believe this will give them a significant advantage over the bulkier, slower humans. As the game begins, the Tresics players easily dart between the human players, avoiding tackles and weaving through the opposition with grace and precision. For a brief moment, it seems as though they will dominate the game through sheer agility. But as the match progresses, something unexpected happens. The humans start to catch up, not just physically, but in terms of endurance. While the Tresics rely on their quick movements, they begin to falter under the sustained physical exertion. The humans, on the other hand, seem to gain strength as the game drags on, their bodies adapting to the rising intensity of play. The tackles, which at first were mere nuisances, soon become bone-crushing impacts. The Tresics, accustomed to light and efficient maneuvers, are unprepared for the raw physicality of the game. Human players slam into them with the force of charging animals, and the collisions leave the Tresics reeling. What had seemed like a game of speed now transforms into a grueling test of endurance and pain tolerance. The Tresics, whose bodies are optimized for precision, quickly find themselves worn down by the sheer brutality of the sport. They begin to realize that human rugby is not just a game of strategy or agility, but one of survival. The humans tackle with the kind of force that suggests they've been trained not just to play, but to endure punishment, to keep going no matter how hard they are hit. Each tackle, each sprint, each fall is a simulation of the struggles they face on their home planet, where danger is constant and survival is paramount. The Tresics, now battered and exhausted, understand that they are not just playing against humans, they are competing in a training ground where human bodies and minds are conditioned to thrive in environments that would overwhelm most species. The Vioxx, a species renowned across the galaxy for their incredible strength and nearly impervious skin, approach the next challenge, American football, with a sense of invincibility. Their massive, hulking forms make them feel as though they are perfectly suited to overpower the comparatively smaller, more fragile humans. To them, the idea of a game where players run headlong into each other, clashing in full-body contact, seems tailor-made for their natural abilities. They anticipate that this will be an easy victory, relying on their brute strength to plow through any opposition. As the game begins, the Vioxx players immediately take to their strategy of raw power, easily pushing human players aside and bulldozing through the line. However, it doesn't take long for them to realize that while they may be physically superior in short bursts, they are completely unprepared for the relentless pace and complex strategy that human players bring to the game. The humans are not just engaging in a contest of strength, they are employing a carefully calculated combination of speed, endurance, and teamwork. Every human player is part of a fluid, dynamic system, executing plays with precision and adaptability that the Vrox hadn't anticipated. The Vioxx find themselves constantly reacting rather than attacking, their lumbering movements unable to keep up with the humans' rapid shifts in direction and strategy. The humans are agile and resilient, bouncing back from tackles that would incapacitate many other species. But more than that, they seem to thrive on the contact, using it as fuel to push themselves even harder. For every time the Vrox knock a human player to the ground, another human springs up, faster and more determined than before. As the game wears on, the Vrox begin to feel something they've never experienced before: fatigue. Their massive muscles, so effective in short bursts of strength, start to tire under the constant need for quick movement and reactive thinking. The humans, meanwhile, show no signs of slowing down. They thrive in the chaos, drawing energy from the struggle itself. What was supposed to be a simple physical contest has turned into a battle of endurance and willpower. The Vioxx, who had once thought that strength alone would carry them through, are beginning to understand that human sports are not just about power, they are about surviving and adapting to continuous pressure. The humans have spent their entire lives on a planet that forces them to fight for survival at every turn, and their sports reflect that brutal reality. The Yelleth, a species known for their intellectual prowess and reliance on advanced technology, are the least physically imposing of the alien participants, and they approach the human martial arts demonstration with a sense of skepticism. To them, physical combat seems primitive, an outdated form of conflict resolution that has no place in a civilized galaxy. They believe that their superior intellect and strategic minds will easily grasp the nuances of these so-called fighting techniques, viewing martial arts as little more than barbaric displays of aggression. As they observe the human martial artists, they are initially confused by the intricate movements and discipline required. The humans move with precision, their strikes and blocks fluid yet calculated, each one a deliberate choice in a broader strategy. What the Yelleth had dismissed as chaotic brawling reveals itself to be a highly controlled and refined practice. The martial artists demonstrate an astonishing balance of power, speed, and mental focus. Every blow is executed with purpose, and every defensive maneuver is designed not just to block, but to anticipate the next attack. As the Yelleth continue watching, they notice something deeper. Human martial arts are not just about physical strength or aggression, but about emotional and mental control. The humans fight with a sense of calm determination, their bodies moving almost instinctively through patterns that have been drilled into them over years of training. The Yelleth begin to realize that these practices are more than just physical, they are mental exercises in resilience, focus, and survival. The humans have developed these techniques as a way to harness their emotions, control their fear, and push through pain, using their minds as much as their bodies to overcome challenges. The Yelleth, who pride themselves on their intellectual superiority, are unsettled by this revelation. They had assumed that their mental acuity would give them an edge in understanding human behavior, but now they see that the human's ability to control both body and mind in such a dangerous and disciplined way is a form of intelligence they had never encountered before. Human martial arts, far from being primitive, are a reflection of the relentless struggle for survival on Earth, where every action, no matter how small, could mean the difference between life and death. The Yelleth, once dismissive, now watch with a newfound respect, realizing that humans have transformed combat into a profound expression of adaptability and endurance. The alien species, each entering the human sports with their own assumptions and strengths, walk away with a profound respect for humanity's resilience and adaptability. What had begun as a simple exploration of games and recreation revealed a deeper truth: human sports were not just entertainment but rigorous training grounds for survival. The Tressi, Vioxx, and Yelleth all discovered that human beings, forged in the harsh conditions of a Deathworld, had developed not just their bodies but their minds to endure and thrive in the face of overwhelming challenges. In each sport, from rugby to martial arts, the aliens saw that humans approached every challenge with a combination of strategy, endurance, and a relentless drive to overcome adversity. What seemed like fun to the humans was, to the aliens, an almost terrifying display of how humans transformed every aspect of their existence into preparation for survival. The aliens left, humbled by the realization that on Earth, even play was a reflection of humanity's unyielding will to live and conquer the chaos of their world.